Good morning again. I'm not on the water, as you can see. In fact, I'm away for work, so I haven't been able to get out the water this weekend, and sort of pining for the fishing already. So I decided to get some of the footage I've shot the last couple of weeks together and put it together in some sort of video. Not overly exciting. We haven't caught much fish recently because it's that changeover period, and we never seem to do real well between September and December. I think I've got to learn a few more techniques or get a bit deeper. But I'm actually away for work. I'm in Seoul. It's a nice little city. Not much for me to do on weekends as I don't understand a word of the language, but it's always nice walking around. Beautiful parklands, lots of activities going on. And the weather's pretty good. It's autumn here, so probably about 15 degrees. Got a jacket on, as you can see. But look, you're not here for a travel vlog, so I'm going to roll some video that I shot the last 3 weeks. First one was a bit of a dud, actually. We went out to Cape Moreton and basically caught nothing. Roll that video on. So I don't know what's going on back there, but there's some sort of festival and a lot of moaning and things. But before there was a little bit of K-pop sort of practice going on. That's always interesting. Some sort of health festival. They've got these stalls with medical procedures on the side. Those little white tents back there. There's things like cupping and prescriptions and all sorts of things. Blood pressure checks. So it seems to be some sort of walking festival. So obviously a health festival in Seoul. Yeah, so that was Cape Moreton, 54 nautical miles of travelling and nothing to show for it, but geez, it was a nice day out in the water, and the gang had a good day, and a couple of them have not been out to Cape Moreton before, so they really enjoyed the day, and I'm glad that they came along because it was great having somebody else to share the duck, the lack of fish. Anyway, maybe another time. So following weekend, I had a chance to zip out again, and I wanted to just go out a little bit deeper, see if there's any snapper around. So I went back to my favourite spot in Noosa, quite a distance offshore. Nobody out there, beautiful day. So roll that footage on. Slow start today. I've sort of come out a reasonable distance offshore looking for some bait on the way out. Couldn't find anything, so No other boats out either, so it's not a good sign. You'd think there'd be a few charters or something today, but the weather's okay. I sort of I decided to duck out because the weather's been pretty rotten the last couple of days. This is the only opportunity I'm going to get for quite a while, so we shall see, hey? Anyway, I've got to just try dropping some stuff on the bottom and see if there's anything around. What is it? Oh shit. It's big. Oh Jesus. Oh. This is another biggie. They say there's cobia on the reef, so that'd be good if it was a cobe. Oh, I lost him! Bugger! Oh no! Lost him. Oh well. There's a heap of bait under me, so just mark this spot. What a bummer! Pull the hook. Bit bent. Let's try again, hey? Just my old technique. Alright, let's go down there. Heaps of bait. I wonder if that was my chance and I've lost it. The one fish got away, hey? Hopefully there's more down there. There's plenty of sign on the sound of it, you know, as to whether they're big or not. Seems to be a lot of small stuff around. So I'm doing the same old technique of dropping the filter to the bottom just with a running ball sinker and very light touch on the line. So if something picks it up and runs, just let it go, and only a strike will know that it's running off. Oh, I've got some coral or something. It's not fighting like a fish. Coral. Oh. Ah, jagged a little tusky. Careful, mate. Yeah, so that was Noosa, and not a fantastic day out, but nearly got the big one again. I think that might have been another big cod actually. It was pulling like that cod from my video a couple of months back. That would have been a nice catch if I caught that one. It would have made the day, I guess. Anyway, that's fishing, isn't it, hey? The next weekend I just decided, I had a lot of work coming up, as you can see I'm away now. I've been away for about a week already, but I decided to take a bit of a low stress approach. Went out on Moreton Bay, you know, a couple of minutes drive from home, and decided just to sort of target whiting, because my wife's been on me about catching whiting because they are a very nice eating fish. And so we went out with a couple of strips of worms, a couple of bags of worms, and went to the shallows and sand hills. So I'm getting some competition from behind here. It's just like I'm in Nimbin or something. Anyway, back to the story. Caught some whiting, tested the tubbies out. Roll that video. Good morning. It's a bit of a late start today. I decided not to get too stressed this weekend and go out and do a bit of whiting fishing actually. And back on the old haunting ground, the Moreton Bay, and weather's pretty mild wind at the moment. It's rumoured to get up a little bit stronger, but the cloud cover's come in, so it might keep the wind down a bit. Now we're just going to head out with Fred and head over to the sand hills and see if there's a bit of whiting around, and then perhaps a bit of squidding if we get a bit bored. Maybe keep a floater pilched out the back in case anything large comes in to the view. Anyway, just a nice relaxing Saturday. Average weather, but anyway, have a bit of fun, I hope. Battery nice and charged. The trolley battery. Not again, excellent. Excellent. That's what we want, isn't it? Just constant little ones. Excellent. My little paternoster's working too. What are you using? Just a sinker and a running sinker? Oh, I think I'm on too. Am I on or just a biggie? I've got a little double hooked paternoster. Yeah. Oh. A grinner and a whiting. Tilt what? How's that? Little mackerel. Mackerel? Oh, bonito. Yes. Take him. Bait. Ho ho! Leaping bonito. Geez, you certainly swallowed that, mate. Another hook in him. Your bait, buddy. You're my bait. There we go. Oh, Jesus, we're a little bit bigger. Spotty. No, it's not a spotty, it's a schoolie. makes it a little bit better day. How big is he? Schoolie, he's legal. 50, is it up? Yeah, he's on 50. 55. Well, that was the last 3 weeks on the water. Not great, as you can see, but it's all experience and getting ready for the pelagic season coming up. A little bit of mackerel around, as you saw at the end there. We caught a few small bonito and mackerel on the way back in, and yeah, that one legal schoolie, it was a meal in itself. So I came away with about 5 whiting and nice 55 centimetre school mackerel. Nice meal for us. So anyway, I've got to go back to Seoul tomorrow. I'm back at work doing my job, my day job, trying to earn the big bucks so I can keep this jet ski fishing jaunt going. And yeah, hopefully I'll have some better fishing videos to catch up with you soon. I've had the shoreline Tubbies now for about a month, and I've been out 3 times, I think it is now, and yeah, they're doing the job beautifully. I've got all the space I need back again. I've got oh God, there's actually fish in this pond. Little fish. Back to the story. I've got the Tubbies on, and I've been testing, making sure that they're going to be solid, because I'm going to put some serious miles on them over this summer, the upcoming summer. And yeah, they're great. They're fantastic. Plenty of room. They're doing the job. I've been also testing some hard turns, just because I've had some comments about, oh, they'll fall off, they'll break. They're no good. They slow you down. That's all rubbish. Yeah, to tell you the truth, you wouldn't even know they're there most of the time. I've done some turns at about 60 k's an hour, full throttle, no problem at all. Luckily, it was, I wouldn't do that in rough water, because you wouldn't do that at any jet ski at rough water with all your fishing gear hanging off. But certainly with the water, which was relatively calm, no problem at all, no skipping, just felt fine. It was locked in. So the main thing is that when you want to be able to turn quickly, I think it's going to be when you're going through the coastal bars. You come up, the set comes through, you're caught in a bad spot, you've got to be able to turn around quickly and get back. And I've got no doubts that I could handle that with the Tubbies on, or off, actually, to tell you the truth. So yeah, it gives me a bit more confidence, so that when the swells do get up a little bit and I'm going back out through the bars, I normally go out through the Noosa bar, which would probably be the most hairiest if the weather gets bad or the waves come up. I also try to pick the tides there, because it can get very shallow. In fact, I ran aground on that trip out to Noosa 2 weeks back. I actually ran aground almost over the handlebars, and that was because I was going out in pretty low tide. It was also dark. I just was about a metre off my normal track, wasn't paying attention. I guess I was looking at the waves, and I hit the sandbank almost over the handlebars, and then it took me about 15 minutes of groaning and grunting to get the ski back into something that resembled depth, that I could start the engine again. But no harm done, just the ego, and I got out there. But man, the skis are very heavy when they're aground. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Anyway, the Tubbies are doing the job beautifully. They're well worth the money if anybody's looking to get them. They're a little bit expensive, I guess, when you compare it to the cost of ski, but they're a custom thing that are made especially for jet ski fishing. It takes you to another level of fishing. I wanted to get serious about fishing, and you know, as much as I like a nice big center console fishing or some other, you know, enclosed boat, it's just not practical. The amount of times, the amount of people I can go with, the cost of running it, the storing it, all that. I just figured the jet ski fishing has just been perfect for what I needed to do. And the Tubbies have it's basically turned the jet ski into a serious offshore fishing machine. I feel a lot safer as well. So even if I happen to fall off, which is pretty hard, but you know, if you do fall off, you know, you can get off that up the back quite easily without having to struggle over anything. And there's no chance of tipping the thing. You can probably come up over the side. Well, you can come up over the side, no dramas at all as well, if you had to. And the other thing I like about it is I've got a little bit of leg protection in case there's a rogue shark out there that decides to have a go at the fish right at the boat. He might miss the fish and get my leg, so with the Tubbies there I feel a little bit sort of protected. So anyway, that's why I spent the money. It's as I said, I think it's an investment that if you're serious about jet ski fishing, have a look at it. It's not for everybody, you know, cost wise, but talk to the Shoreline guys. They might be able to swing some sort of deal for you and get you out there. So look, thanks for watching. Actually, while I'm talking here, I'm looking at all these fish in this pond. It's actually quite interesting. I'll try to get a shot for you. Thanks for watching, and I promise to do my best to get some better videos this summer. Feeling like I'm a little bit more in touch with what's going on. I've only been doing this for a couple of years, and jet ski fishing is about self-teaching in a lot of cases, and I've had to, you know, watch a lot of videos and learn from other fishermen the techniques that might work on my jet ski. Now I think I'm getting to the point where, you know, I'm much more confident out there, and I'm going to get some serious fish this summer. So please stay tuned, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And thanks for watching.